Hi everyone, just taping a piece of Saunders Waterford to my board. That's a £140 cold press. That's a quarter sheet, so it's approximately 11 by 15 inches. And I thought I'd have a go doing something fairly simple today. Just 5 or 6 colours. Just keep it nice and easy for beginners. I'll run you through the colours. I'm going to use some Ultramarine, some Cobalt blue, that's permanent Magenta, Indian yellow, raw Sienna and burnt Sienna. Just going to start by wetting the paper all over. That's just with the mister. Like I said, I'll keep it fairly simple today. It's just going to be a wash all the way down for the sky and the water, and then we'll have a look at that, maybe add a few boats, a few birds, something like that. We'll have a look when it's dry. Okay, it's just some Ultramarine Cobalt blue. Okay, put that straight into the sky area. Nice quick loose strokes, keep it all really simple, let everything move together. Some magenta into that just to make a purple. Just allow the paint to move about, go wherever it wants. There's no point trying to control it. It's just, things always somehow look better when you just allow watercolour to do its own thing. That's some raw Sienna there going into the mix. Touch of Indian yellow. It's a touch more Indian yellow. Bring that all the way across and bring that down into the water area. Let's try and mix up maybe a bit of orange. It's very dark orange. Obviously it'll dry lighter, so it's fine. Touch more magenta, more raw Sienna, more Indian yellow. Just put that straight into the wet sky, just allow it all to run down. Okay, I want to reflect the blue of the sky down towards the bottom, so I'll just mix up some more Ultramarine Cobalt. Bring it all the way across. Okay, I think I want to maybe add the sun, so that's just a penny there. I'll wrap a piece of paper towel around that quite tightly so it still keeps a circle shape. Pick the spot and just put it straight down, don't move it around, and then lift it straight off. It leaves behind a perfect circle, which I don't necessarily want, but I can soften the edges just with the paper towel. And I think I'll bring that all the way down, that's just so it reflects across the water surface. Okay, just soften some of those edges. It's quite a nice easy technique that it's kind of like an instant sun and light reflection. Okay, now while it's all still damp, I'll add like a distant tree line. It's just an ultramarine, touch of burnt sienna. You can just drop that into the wet of the paper, and it should just kind of run down, do its own thing. Might even create its own reflections if we're lucky. I'll vary that slightly with some burnt sienna. Just add it to that blue, it makes a nice sort of warm grey. A few touches of that here and there as well, just to mix it up a bit. That was a touch of Indian yellow. Okay, now it's made a bit of a hard edge where I blotted out for the sun, so I think I'll just soften the edge of that. It's just a damp brush. It's just a touch more burnt sienna. Just put that in here and there just to vary it a bit. Back into that blue mix. Try and suggest some kind of a waterline just by making it slightly darker towards the base of the trees. Okay, I think these trees are going to be coming a bit closer now, so I'll make them a little bit larger and actually add some reflection. Again, that formed a bit of a hard edge, so I'll just soften that off a touch. Okay, I just used the paper towel to blot out a bit of that. It was looking a bit too hard edged and a bit too dark. So just soften that. It gives the impression of some light shining behind the trees. This creates quite a nice misty effect, so you don't have to worry about any detail at all. You can just allow the trees and the reflections to be very vague. And make it slightly darker towards the right hand side, slightly harder edge as well, because it gives the impression of it being a touch closer. Okay, mix of dark with some burnt sienna and ultramarine. Put in a suggestion of just the water's edge. A few extra little bushes and shrubs. Maybe some reeds. Okay, I think I'll grab some paper towel again. I might add a few, just a suggestion of a few sunlit clouds, just either side of the sun. And the paper's still wet, so you can. There's still time just to blot that out. Very simple, really. Just a rolled up piece of paper towel. I think I'll reflect some of that in the water as well. Just adds a nice sense of light. Okay, I think that's the first wash done. Just dry that. Okay, that's fully dry now. Now you could just leave it as it is. It's quite a nice serene painting, but I'll add some boats just in the water just to give it a bit of context, and then possibly some birds in the sky. We'll see what it looks like at the time. And there's still that dark mix that was there before, that was Ultramarine, burnt Sienna. Just mix up a bit more of that. Leave it slightly on the bluer side. Now for the first boat, just pick your spot and just drag the brush over in one go pretty much, and then just find the shape of a boat. It's silhouetted against the sun, so there's not going to be any details. Just keep it really simple. Just the side profile of a boat. And just add a mast. It's just a straight line. You can leave it slightly broken just to give the impression that the light's hitting it in places. And just drag across for that's just like a rolled up sail. I'll add the reflection of that straight away. So that's the blue and brown mix that was there left over from the sky. You don't have to do an exact copy, just bring it straight across. Leave a few tiny little unpainted areas for ripples on the water. Bring that mast down. It's just a broken, slightly squiggly line. It's like an instant reflection. I think I'll add one kind of face on, so it's just a kind of like a triangle shape almost. And then bring that across, and then round, slightly curved at the bottom, just to suggest that it's a boat, essentially. As soon as you put the mast on, it kind of takes shape. Again, bring that reflection down. Again, another little squiggly line just for the reflection of the mast. I think I'll put a few boats that are a little bit further away, so I'll use that same grey that I used for the reflection, just to put a few kind of little straight lines, little dots and dashes. There's no detail because it's far away. As soon as you put the masts on, it's amazing how it looks like a boat still. Very light touch with that. Barely touching the paper. And just bring the reflection straight down. Again, barely touching the paper. And just soften that bottom edge slightly. I'll put a couple more on the left there. It's amazing what you can get away with, really. I mean, it's just a few dots, dashes and lines, but somehow your brain tells you that you're looking at boats. And I'm just going to put a larger darker boat just on the right hand side. Again, just pick your spot and then just drag your brush straight across. And you just take a deep breath and just go for it, drag it straight down. Pop the sail on. And again, straight down with the reflections, slightly closer, so leave a few unpainted areas that just suggests a few ripples. And then bring the reflection of the mast straight down, slightly wavier line because it's closer. It's just a few more distant boats. Exactly the same as before, just very lightly bring it down, don't need to worry about any detail at all. Okay, so let's just give a bit of context to the sky and kind of tie it into the water area, just a few very simple birds. Again, pick your spot, hold your breath, just go for it. It's really just kind of like a spread out V shape. Just add a couple like that, and I think I'll have some going off into the distance. They're barely more than dots really, but because you've got the two there that kind of look like birds, it fills in the gaps, your brain fills in the gaps. I think just darken that closer boat, kind of make it a bit more of a focal point. I think I'll leave it there. I think we're done. Okay, let's take the tape off and have a look what we've got. It's essentially, it's just the one wash for the sky, the water, the distant trees, and then just dry that off. A suggestion of detail for the boats and the birds. It's quite a nice, simple but effective painting. Well, I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, like, and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And let me know in the comments if you've got any questions or if there's anything you'd like me to cover in the future. Anyway, see you next week.